picture on the left is actually from West Dallas, West Milwaukee, where Adam works. I work alongside them out there. And this is from a second grade classroom. And students designed art to go on a blank pair of shoes to tell the story of where our shoes will take us. It was a project at the beginning of the year meant to build community and connection for the student group. And then they did a fashion show at the end of it that I got to be there for, which was absolutely fantastic. One of the best exhibitions of learning I've seen. The students got to do the fashion show, and then they had a reflection time where students shared out the things they learned. And again, this idea of emergence, the teachers did some work with maps of West Dallas so students could sort of see where shoes might take them in the town. And then students had the idea that they wanted to make a map of the important places and get it out in City Hall, and the teachers followed their lead on that. So that's one example of the type of work. That second picture is actually comes out of work in an after-school space with 4- and 5-year-olds, where the teachers will bring in just a bunch of artifacts from nature, seeds and twigs, and students will play with them as a first go, and then they'll begin making mandalas out of them. What I love about it is it's something you could do in 15 or 20 minutes, but in that I see mathematics, I see biology, I see plant identification, I see so much opportunity for content, art creation from a very simple structure. The third one over is sort of bringing joy to my heart because it's a school in San Diego called Option Secondary. It's a teacher in his second year. They started this in October with the goal of like, we want to have a public exhibition. They'd never done that before. That book came out last week. It was an anthology written by 10th and 11th graders. And the students publicly presented, and watching the teacher watch his students, all of the nerves and the joy, it was everything. For me to be able to sit there and be like, oh, I got to play a little part in this, and watching this class sort of make this journey was super cool. And then the one on the right comes from an alternative ed school where they're making skateboards. So, projects can run the gamut. They can be very sort of simple structures like the mandala. They can be a more complicated build like the skateboard engineering, where students are, making and designing and then and building the skateboard, putting the art on it. But it's a series of iterable experiences that you can connect content to.